Good Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tessuigi at the desk, Jambrokio03, thank you for joining along. It is the Saturday Starlight back at its regular date and time after a brief hiccup last weekend where we had to move to Sunday. And Perfect Team 23 drops are active at long last. So I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing what that can do for packs only team like my Shizuoka Arrows, whom we will visit at some point. But right now we are taking a look at the Yokohama DNA Bay Stars. That's where the Starlight is named after. And we're trying to figure out if we should be sticking with the plan that we've got or if we need to change. Part of that is because I realized after I made the trade with the Yomiuri Giants that Istami Urania is not ARB eligible after this season. He actually will be a free agent. I mean, he's got lightsabers all over the place, so I'd like to keep him. I'm just not sure how much of an extension I'm willing to give the guy. Well, we'll see how that goes. All depends on how this year goes. And I mean, the rotation looks solid now. Imanaga's a beast. Taida pitched like an MVP last year. Onuki, I just need to tune his sliders. Dachiya Yamasaki, we just got in a trade. I'm trying to focusing more on control and patience and eye this year, or this sim. Yamasaki also from the Oryx Buffaloes, so continuing the synchronicity between that franchise and this one. Eager to see what Juan Hillman can do in the starting rotation now. We also picked up Hayate Nakagawa. Ooh, I like this guy. If his stamina was any better, he would be a starter for sure. Also eagerly looking forward to seeing Isobata start to make his way into the lineup more frequently. I gotta look at and things like that. Like, for example, Isobata probably gets in over Kamizato, or at least there's going to be an interesting competition for that spot. Maki could be good on a contact basis, but the eye and avoid K. Hey, V. Trudell, good to see you. I still don't know how Minei managed to be our team war leader last year. The Warlord. Not like we've been sitting on our hands either. We have offers out all over the place. Brian Matoyer to join the bullpen as our fourth foreign player. Takahide Ikeda, recently of the Fighters, to join the rotation. Bosuke Tanaka to act as a leader and third base option, as well as Sho Nakata to be a platoon buddy with Keita Sano at first. He might also play some third with that arm. They have to give him some training. He's definitely a platooner between the two. Also, this game clearly exists in the universe where Sho Nakata did not get booted from the Fighters because of fighting his teammates. Anyways, so we're gonna be zooming along here. Did I vote in the Hall of Fame voting? Yes, I did. Okay. I have manual Hall of Fame voting on this time because there are certain things people I expect to get in who haven't gotten in yet. Oh, right, I was also going to mention, yes, the league expanded during our first off-season. The Ehime Honda Comets and the Okinawa Kirin Spirit have joined the Pacific League. I was also going to go to the draft lottery. Even odds reveal on draft day. I like that. Also, I may drop down the number of players we generate. 10 to 15. There we go. I'm just waiting for people to get back to me at this point. Takeya Nakamura. Oh man, the Buffs are just buying up all the old boys. Yoshio Itoi to the Dragons. Ukudome still in the league? Okay, no, he did actually retire. We want to talk about a potential Hall of Famer. I think you have a case to make for Fukudome. Did he actually get to 2,000 hits? Ooh, he came up just short. Yeah. Yeah, so Jambrokio, I'm trying in my game, like this save and in the previous one, the Stampede, the Central League is very conservative. The Pacific League has a single streaming service. The Central League does not. The Pacific League will be broadcasting, speaking of which, shameless plug, the Pacific League will be broadcasting a game live on YouTube this evening, tonight, at midnight Eastern. Saturday, or 9 p.m. Pacific. The Central League does not. So naturally, the Pacific League would be the more forward-thinking, the more advanced, the more eager to expand. The Central League will not. The Central League will eventually add on 2 teams, and I've actually been working on more team identities because the Stampede save, which I've been playing off-stream, expanded again. So in addition to the Ehime Honda Comets, the Niigata Komatsu Bears, the Okinawa Kirin Spirit, and the Sumitomo Arrows, 4 teams from the Stampede and from the Shizuoka Arrows dynasty that I did on the forums in Out of the Park 21, I am creating 2 brand new identities. The Nagano Marukome Flames, because the Flames of the Olympic Torch from Nagano in 1998, and the Zenrin Rovers. Zenrin is a map-making company that's based out of the Kyushu region, so they're going to be based in Kumamoto. Oh, you're a Carp fan. Oh dear. Well, hey, they won the pennant somehow in this save. They got bounced in the final stage by the Giants. They blew a 3-1 series lead, but they got there. Also, somehow, Kajitani not diagnosed with Kajitani-itis yet. Kajitanitis? Anyways. Because we saved so much money during the off-season, we have now goosed our scouting and our development budget. I'm going up to double the baseline this year. I will go to triple the baseline to the max probably next year. What am I looking for here? I am looking for history index? No. I'm trying to find the report that shows where everyone's spending money. All at a glance. Does anyone remember where that is? Statistics? Team statistics. There we go. Team finances. So our budget is tied with a bunch of teams. Like, we're not the Giants. We're not the Hawks. We're not the Eagles. But our payroll is slim at the moment, in part because the Okinawa Kirin Spirit took Toshiro Miyazaki off our hands. I was wondering how we were going to move on from him, and that's the answer. Thank you, Jambrokio. Appreciate it. Oh! You've got mail. Keita wants to go to the Tigers. How much money am I going to be giving this guy? You know what? Fine. Anything to keep you out of Hanshin's hands. And I say that as a closet Tigers fan, too. Shh. Speaking of the Saturday Stampede franchise, I don't have a slide set up yet for that, but I can say the 2045 Japan Series did go to York's Buffaloes. Beat the Bay Stars. Keisho Shirakawa, not worth investing money in. I did actually, just before this stream, I did go and pick up someone from the independent leagues. John Jong-soo. Because, yes please. Apparently, the KT Wiz was not fond of him. Drafted, released, went to the Gold Eyes, and we just bought him from there. I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing what he can come up with and do. An 18-year-old here in our system. Anabumima to the Tigers on a 2-year deal. Okay. We are distinctly playing in the budget section of the pool here. I mean, we can't play in the Yuki Nishi sweepstakes, especially considering in this game he's a bit of a jerk. But the hope is, by the time spring training rolls around, some of these guys will be willing to cut their tasks to the point where we can get them. Gargo inbound! Thank you for the raid, good sir. Jason Henke, thank you for the follow. Also, Cheese Truck 63, thank you for following yesterday. I spotted you in the chat on Gorgo's stream. Hopefully you didn't take all the good pack luck, because I will be doing a small pack rip at some point just to break up what's going on here in the stream. Bluebird Silver, Budweiser Bob, thank you for the follow. So, what I do as a main thing is I am a franchise streamer. LCat1602, thank you. I am a NPB franchise streamer. We are playing one of the moribund franchises, the Yokohama DNA Baystars. Okay, so 22 drops aren't working, but 23 is. Thank you for letting me know. I disconnected my 22 drops, but I can't imagine that's what's causing the issue. So, last season, we were doing okay. Like, we were a real Jekyll and Hyde team. I don't know if we were the 600 team or the 300 team. So we traded Tyler Austin to the Giants. Giants made the Japan series. The Hawks won it again. But the haul we got in was halfway decent. Istami Urania, Shinosuke Yamase down on the farm. I'm trying to preach a very... Good King GG, thank you for the follow. I'm trying to preach a very Skep-like approach, focusing on I and avoid K over other stats. So we'll see how that goes. Especially since I still have some transformation of this team to do. And then there's this kid who's ready to come up to the big club. I am excited to see Keito Mori make the jump. Alright, so we got Matoyer now. He's going to be a huge contributor in the bullpen. I mean, Mishima, I'm okay with having as our closer because, I mean, he could start. He look like as a starter. A 35 stamina guy starting, like... I'm glad you asked. I also let Romero and Rodriguez leave during the postseason, so I don't know, do we make Mishima a starter on 35 stamina? I think we can, but I don't know who we move out. So our 4 foreigners are Juan Hillman. We picked him up from free agency when the game started. So he's one. Matoyer, who we just signed, is another. High A prospect from the St. Louis organization. That curveball, that extreme ground baller profile, that movement. Love it. We also have Istami Urania, who we picked up from the Yomiuri Giants in a trade in the Austin trade. Durable, plays multiple positions. I'm training him up to be our primary third base, but really he can go anywhere. And just called up Robbie Podorsky from El Paso. We signed him on a minor league deal. He kicked all kinds of butt for the minor league Baystars. Left fielder, center fielder profile. I'm sticking with that I discipline avoid K's concept. And in part because Tyler Austin hit free agency, and I'm not sure. Like, the 40 avoid Ks was killing me, basically. 1.6 wins above replacement. Ain't cutting the mustard. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of scouting reports in. I'm also rating the the independent leagues like crazy. So Shunji Tezuka, pass. Daniel Misaki, pass. Darkintas. Interesting, but not... Does he just want a minor league deal? Yeah, let's do that. There is no such thing as a bad minor league deal. Kosuke Yoshimoto. The Eye and Avoid K are appealing, but... I already have someone like him. His name is Seiya Hosokawa, so I'm not sure he's really gonna move the needle. Yeah, Oscar bleeping Munoz. He finally retired at age 42 in the Stampede. If I may flip over to the previous one. We retired his number. We got Jose Morales manning second in that save. That was a lot. You want to talk about a team. Oscar bleeping Munoz, yeah. Oh, what a legend. So I may purchase him. I may let him just rest there. Katayama. Very tasty looking prospect. But if the numbers aren't like green, I'm not going to spend money. Osho. I'm going to keep an eye on them. Heredia. Good purchase, but I'll pass. And then Hiyamizu Shota. No. So none of these guys are really getting my intrigue up. I'm hoping we get Sho Nakata and Kosuke Tanaka. Ooh! I forgot he was a Type A compensation player. So we got Tanaka and Nakata, which I think should hit the goal that was set for acquiring a team leader and upgrading it first. So let's call up both these guys. Yeah, Tanaka at third, I agree with. He's not very splits heavy, so he'll play well. Sho is splits heavy. Sano splits heavy. No, he's actually got reverse splits. So the acquisition of Sho Nakata may have been an error on my part. Oops. It doesn't help to have him available off the bench, and we're going to give him a sniff of third base experience. So the game's ignoring me about leaving Shugomaki off at second and putting in Shunta Tanaka. Ditto for Shibata sitting against lefties and putting Hirosawa in. So I may need to fire Daisuke Miura, our coach, Boss Banjo, if he continues to ignore my requests. He is listening to me, to some extent. But he's only signed for a couple more seasons. And yes, we do have that Tomokazu Oka and that Homer Bush in our coaching staff. Alright, so we spent some money, more than I was expecting. A couple of rentals. Still have cash on hand, so I'm not too fussed about losing who we did, but we're probably going to wait on making any other signings until we get into the preseason. And we have to adjust the schedule. Yeah, I am going to wait until spring training to get him experience there. Because, you know, the off-season in NPB basically runs the entire... spring training starts in, like, February or January. They do not take a goddamn break in that league. Now, I'm trying to remember how many games is the 8-6 schedule I worked on last time. So there is no more interleague while the two leagues are in balance. Let's just say that the Central League got pissy about it and it's like, no, we can't do this anymore. Buzz off. We're going down to 140 games. Turn off Interleague. We are going to import, during the preseason, which is soon, we're going to import the appropriate... Okay, so we got Takahide Ikeda. More pitchers. Ikeda will be joining our bullpen, and he'll be a sort of a long man starter as well. I mean, we may send down Hillman. That is an option. See if we can find a better foreign starter to really help out the rotation. Again, we're going to wait until it gets really cheap to get one of those guys. Hakoda Metoxin. That is a name. I mean, not as good as ones we've had in the past, like Massimiliano Scrovegni, but we'll see. Hey, we got money back because someone signed Fernando Romero. All right. Okay. Who picked him up then? Ugh, of course he went to the Giants. Boo. Tyler Higgins to the Giants. So the Giants decided to spend some money. Edwin Escobar, formerly of our club, goes to the Swallows on a rather substantial one-year deal. I mean, last year we also had Ginji as a leader. The fact that we've got 3 now, I think will help. I always look for the good leader types. Alright, so that goal is met. We got Sho on board. And as a pinch hitter, I think he could do very well in that role. So I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. If for the Canadians out there, I hope that you are enjoying your Victoria Day long weekend. Tatsuhiro Shibata went... The posting worked. Hey, he went to the Pirates. Holy smokes, the Pirates actually spent money on someone. So, I forgot I posted him. Oops. But we now have $5 million to play with. Also means Keito Mori is getting the call up. Speedster, good range, the bat is ready. I am excited to see what Keito Mori can do with this club. Cesar Quintas may head here. Okay, this is comedic. Haruki Nishikawa played up until this season with the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. They then decided not to give him a contract for the 2022 year. He went to the Eagles. Right now, in real life, he's knocking the absolute cover off the ball. And so what do the Fighters do? They sign him back at almost $5 million a year? Big Boss, what on earth are you doing? Okay, so because we are at, sitting on a pile of cash, maybe we do go get a big name free agent and leave Juan Hillman down in the minors. First signability is not impossible. Yeah, real 8D chess move. So I'm gonna wait and see. I think I actually wound up getting Tyler Anderson in the other save as well. He won the Cy Young? For who? The Dodgers? Okay, that tracks. Oh, he signed with the Dodgers free agent, released. Back to the Mariners. The Mariners did make the postseason. They didn't win the playoffs, but they made them. So I gotta think about, now that I'm sitting on a surprising wad of cash, how do I spend it? Like, maybe I do go and buy all those guys from the independent minors and just stack the farm team. That may end up being what I do if I can't find anyone to spend the money on. I mean, posting players is an excellent way for an NPB team to make a lot of money. The $50 million posting fee that the Saitama Seibu Lions got from the Boston Red Sox for Daisuke Matsuzaka helped renovate their stadium. And they won the Japan Series the year afterwards, in 2008. I think, no, I may have they won it in 2008, but I don't think that was immediately after the posting. But that also is why you don't see the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks ever offer anyone up for posting, because they're owned by SoftBank. They got that Masayoshi Son money. So they don't need to spend it on anyone. Heck, the Yomiuri Giants' only posted player so far was Shun Yamaguchi, and that didn't go too well. So I guess the Giants are once bitten, twice shy. I know that that Tomoyuki Sugano was given a chance to. They used to have that SoftBank money. How bad has SoftBank been getting beaten up, dare I ask? Why did Nakajima just get $3 million from the Marines? What kind of bidding wars have I been missing? So, Hideaki Wakui back to the Lions, back to where his career started. For 2 years at $3 million. I mean, we're still not quite a positive war team like the Lions and the Fighters are, but we're hanging in. I'm curious if the Comets and the Spirit have signed anyone as a free agent. Some old friends from the Buffaloes franchise, like Hayato Nishiuda. "41-year-old Tsuyoshi Wada still trying to go." In fact, he's starting for the Hawks tonight in that live stream link I sent. All right, Cesar Quintas joins the minor league club. I'm going to keep an eye on the foreign starters. I would love to spend some of this cash we got just to bring a big name in. Not that I don't trust Juan Hillman, but there are better options out there than Juan Hillman. All right. Kanemoto and Furuta just miss out on getting into the Hall of Fame. Wow. And I voted for both those guys. Alright, so if we go take a look at preferred starters, aren't Japanese. Aaron doesn't help us any. No, possible. Bunch of extremely hard. It's like Jokic, fresh from the Kiwoom Heroes, would be an interesting get. Out of that price range, though. Then you've got Wade Miley and Kyle Freeland. Freeland's available for cheap, but why doesn't he want to come here? Anyways, preseason time. Yeah, I know. For every Raul Alcantara, there's a Randy Messenger. For every Chris Johnson, there is a Zach Reisinger. I know to be careful of the foreign starters. Tsuneo Watanabe finally kicks the bucket, eh? It's interesting to see what the Giants turn into now. Alright, so now that it's the preseason, now I can go deal with the schedule. Import from file. We just check to make sure everything looks right. So with 140 games, each Pacific League team plays the other one 10 times. Each Central League team plays the other one 14 times. There is no interleague. We do have a mid-season All-Star break around the 20th. The season finishes in early September now. Perfect. So who are we starting against? Are we starting the season at home or on the road? We're at the Nagoya Dome. So we may get to that series this stream session, and then we'll have our lineup announcements for our home opener against those bastard Giants. Oops. That let slipped. Let's see here. The fact that Syndergaard is willing to talk to us, and the fact that he's still a normal type. Wow, he actually can bat? Okay, that may play in our league. Alright, another team has made an offer. Fine, go to the other team. I'll wait. I'll wait till one of these guys' prices drops. Local options are starting to see their price come down, but not that much. You know what? We're just going to withdraw a offer from Kaneko there. I think we're good on the minor league side. Good on pitchers. I still don't think the Spirit and the Comets have made too much in terms of free agent signings. I guess because they don't have any money. I mean, they're going to be bad with a capital B this season. Let's get into spring training, and then we'll swivel over and take a look at the Shizuoka Arrows, the packs only team. I think by then I should have enough points for a healthy pack rip. For those of you who tuned in the last couple of weeks, thank you for participating in Net Your Dish. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another giveaway like that. At some point, I think I will, just not sure. A lot of minuses. I don't like that. I do like that Yamasaki's movement ratings went up. Ugomaki. Defensive rating improves. Nice. Contact rating goes up. Eye goes down. Eh. Chino. A backup infielder. Don't worry about him too much. Sobata, his eye improved. Okay. Potential good outfielder there. Taishi Ota. Surprisingly good last season. Okada back to the Buffaloes for 2 years. That's what you like to see. Tommy to the Tigers. Oshima's price rate is starting to come down, but I feel like our outfield's too cramped. 3.7 wins above replacement in 77 games is ridiculous, but I don't see him coming to the club and contributing. Yes, Jose Lopez does have his Japanese free agent rights. He did manage to complete 9 seasons in the league. That's what gets you there. Yeah, I'm not bringing back Yamato. Adachi might be decent as like a cheap option. Randogu, thank you for the follow. Like, I know the scouts do not like our infield that much, but I feel like we've got the makings of a good club, and one that sticks to the plan. Minei does not, but we'll manage. I mean, we've got Yamase, who's close to ready to come up, and he can play third and right field. In fact, he might be actually getting the call-up as our backup catcher because we don't have one. Yeah, Yamase's the furthest along in development out of them. I signed this guy? Why do I have this fellow? Be gone. Sure, keep him. Geltor, he's toast. I mean, this is out of the park baseball 23. High catcher ability isn't as big of a concern in this game versus others. Wolfie Tyler, thank you for the follow. Yuma Mune will be getting a call-up as an option, I think. Haito Ito is knocking on the door to being a good player. Another pickup from the Buffaloes there, or sorry, the Giants. Our first overall draft pick from last season, Mitsukuni Tanaka. Yes, 95 contact potential. Ebina is probably going to make the big club at some point. Yeah, Sergeant Mushroom has done a lot of good work analyzing defense in Out of the Park Baseball 23. This is the first year, yeah, Out of the Park in 22, like, if you remember from the Stampede, we had Ali Sanchez, we had Kuniyoshi Kawamoto, we had really long last name Katsumi Hatakeyama, right? Not really rolling with that this year. Let's take a look, because I'm curious. Have the Spirits signed anyone? Oh yeah, they picked up Makun as an expansion draft pick from the Eagles. Spirit are trying to be good now. They got Uebayashi, they got Wu Nianting, Zaki from us, Konosaki, who I'm surprised they're putting in right. The Lions. And then you got Ehime Honda, who is trying to be good eventually. There is a limit to the number of drops, Budweiser Bob. You can get up to 5 per day. 5 per day. So that means you've hit your peak. It was great having you on the stream briefly. Anyways, let's see if the guys I want are still available out there. Yukinishi, still waiting for an offer. Hey, thanks for sticking around then, Budweiser Bob. Appreciate it. So, we could get a Canadian like Nick Pivetta. Good Canadian kid there, eh? Not sure I like the movement, though. So let's go to the preferred. Take off the nationality filter I have. All these guys want way too much money. Wilmer Font won 20 games with the Landers in the KBO last year. Holy smokes. So Syndergaard, still thinking on that other one. We may actually go pick up a Wilmer Font. 3.8 million isn't that bad. And if we make it a 2-year deal, let's do it. I mean, it's not like he hasn't pitched in the foreign leagues before. He has. Last season, he was a 20-game winner and KBO Outstanding Pitcher Award for the Landers. And KBO stuff does translate to NPB to some extent. You got Jerry Sands, Mel Rojas Jr., Raul Alcantara. I know I just named 3 Hanshin Tigers, but that clearly was a strategy they were deploying. We got money. I'm not willing to let my owner have more money than she deserves. And yes, I said she. The Bay Stars are, I think, the only team in the NPB right now who have a female owner. I probably could have knocked the money down a bit. That's on my mistake, though, Jambrocchio. We'll see what he says. We got Wilmer Font. So with that in mind, that means that Juan Hillman is going to move down. Font moves into the rotation. Why is he not starting? We promised him starting. Yeah, not Sakamoto. Let's send him down. There he is. Why did his ratings drop after I signed him to that deal? Well, may have been a mistake. You can always post someone else. For anyone Japanese-wise still available on the market. Yeah, we'll put in an offer for Takuma Nishikawa here. He's cheaper than if he was staying with the indie leagues. I had my eye on him. Green numbers. I like green numbers. We'll see if Yuki Nishi remains unsigned. Give me a full Arn Barn. And once we hit spring training, we will flip over to Perfect Team for a little while. If there's still room in the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, I will sign up for that. So we had a severe thunderstorm warning where I was for like all of half an hour. Clear skies, well, cloudy but sunny at least. The sun hasn't disappeared. And since it is a 3-day weekend, I am sitting here in sweatpants, waiting for the air conditioning to turn on, and just maxing the relaxing. I am going to stay up and watch that Pacific League game on the Pacific League English YouTube channel. Like, it's not only a free live stream, It is a free live... Yes, Brent, 32. The drops are 23 and 22 simultaneous, although I heard that the 22 drops are not working for this. I do know drops are working. But the link to the Pacific League live stream, y'all might want to tune in. I'm not going to say why, but y'all should tune in. Yes, Brent. Let me just respond. There. Okay, so Yuki Nishi's ask has come down. Because it is spring training and he doesn't have an offer. Okay, now someone else is offering the money. Fine. Fine, not gonna bother with that. We give Matsuda... give him a flyer? Wouldn't hurt. Alright, spring training. Anyone who isn't an absolute 20 gets a call up. Yeah, we're not going to be putting Sakamoto in starting rotation. Font is going to be there. Oh, never mind. Looks like we got Taisei Iri. Sorry, my cat decided to join me. Wolfie Tyler, not all the time. It is a monthly thing they're calling the Midnight Matinee. Because it takes place at midnight Eastern Time, and it's the matinee game in Sunday over in Japan. So, I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a monthly thing. Really gonna put EDA in the starting rotation instead of the guy spent $3.8 million on Wilmer Font. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who breaks out of this team and performs well. I really want to lean in on the splitsiness. So let's go batting lineups per. And let's also make sure batting bench fatigue is at 80, because I feel like we've got a decent amount of folks. So we're going to take a quick break before we get into spring training. The Perfect Team 23 signature images are not present yet. Otherwise, you'd be able to see them there. The Commonwealth countries only, the British Red Ensigns, under the 2 Suiji name, and the second city also ran the World Series losers under the 3 Suiji name, are both not in playoff positions and probably going to be leaving their respective leagues. The TWIP Weekly Showdown is full up already. Bah. So we are going to instead sign up for a cap turn or a double daily live. I mean, the good news is the Shizuoka Arrows, the PAX only team, are in a playoff spot. We have been kicking butt in bronze. In part because of our defense and our pitching staff. So Lackey has been stellar. Lopez is turning in a good season. Kamnitz has been fantastic. Paterlo is a recent acquisition. Seems to be fitting in well in the rotation. Minter and Springs is a 1-2 punch in the bullpen, with Hunter Brown finally turning in a good year after a crud one last one. I may use him as a stopper. Yes, shout out to EVC and NYC 2, our newest out of the park affiliate streamer. Check him out. He streams and he leads the Theme Teams community on Discord. So I cannot recommend his stuff enough, mostly because it's him who I keep losing to, or will next season. We finally will have the friends list together for next week. I mean, defensively, we're stellar too. The outfield of Straw, Donovan, and Rupert Jones? Yes, please, and more. We packed Roger Maris, and he's done nothing but clap bombs. 5.4 wins above replacement. I adore this guy. The BABIP stinks, but the avoid K, like 17% strikeout rate. I will take that. He is the beating heart of this organization. I mean, I know the mission is out for the Bill DeBrooks gold card. Do I have enough cards for that? No. And up the middle defense is locked down between Woody Held, 90 range, yes. And Charlie Holliker, 89 range, also yes. So we're going to adjust the lineups and everything here. Oh, and Neil Walker bashing 31 bombs as a first baseman. Like, you want to talk about stats outpacing card ratings? Look at this. And he can fill in at second, too. So we are going to buy 4 more packs. We're going to turn off the music for a little bit. Let me go to settings. Sound effects volume 20%. Let's rip them. This is a packs only team, so fingers crossed we can actually finish some other missions here. Wham Peter 57, thank you for the follow. Right, that is a bunch of... Oh, no, Miguel Sano's new. Okay, does he help me get towards missions? Stubbs is new. Nunez is... Hello! Ikimasho Tari-san! Now that is a fun card to get on this team. Okay. Tear Cynical, thank you for the follow in the comment. Caldrogo X, ditto. Okay. I guess we have to put him in the starting rotation, don't we? Oh, he looks so good in Arrows Yellow. He really does. Who are we sending down? Who are we sending down? Who's our worst FIP-wise? Frankie Montas. Okay. Jesse Haynes is going to move to the bullpen. Actually, you know what? Let's keep Haynes in the rotation. Otani looks like he could be an interesting bullpen arm. Let's set him up as a two-way guy. Where do we want to put Otani? 65 movement would make him not worth starting. But stuff-wise, yeah, he's up there with Brown. So let's make him a middle relief, use more often. Skip DH when pitching. The Otani rule, of course. I mean, we could sell him and get 20 more packs, but I may hold on to that. Oh, so you ditched him, Gorgo? Yeah, it's tempting. Because the avoid case is concerning, but I'm willing to give him a shot. I mean, we've got Maris at DH. He can play right. I know that much. So we'll see. We've got more packs to rip. Maybe someone better will come along. Oh, come on! Oh, the packs are spicy today! Yasmani Grandal joins us as a potential catcher option. Brian Hayes may replace Bilderbrooks as our third baseman. We got a lot of choices to make. All right, Nestor Cortez, a silver for the Yankees. Oh, no way! Ah! The packs are spicy! Freddie Freeman joining the club. Gorgo, you did not waste all the pack luck. Okay, now we have some very tough choices to make. All right, Silver Austin Hedges, last year's Unobtainium. Cy Morgan, interesting historical bronze there. Luis Garcia, silver there. All right, and the rest of the packs are relatively frosty, but wow, the middle ones in those were really spicy, weren't they? And let's lock in Live 20 Cincinnati to get Reggie Sanders. Let's lock in Live 20 Texas to get Kenny Rogers, and let's lock in Live 20 Oakland to get Sam Chapman. I'm not sure if I want to lock in the Angels or the Dodgers because Freeman, I mean, as good as Freddie Freeman looks, does he start over Neil Walker? Get the music back on. The BABIP is better. I is better. The avoid K is worse. I think this may be a platoon. Flip Freeman? Yeah, I think we are gonna quick sell the Freem. Actually, you know what? As cool as it is, I'm willing to give Ohtani like a chance in the bullpen and as a DH before deciding whether or not to keep him or not. We may actually have to move Rupert Jones out or make him a bench third base or outfielder. It might be Chris Taylor who no, we can't move on from Chris Taylor. He's batting .302. We have some very tough decisions to make. Like, for example, getting rid of Shea Langoliers, who has been nothing but bad for us at the catcher spot. If we bring in Grandal, catcher ability's higher. Or do we go with the Legend Hedges? We're gonna get Grandal in there. Rupert is good defensively, but very poor bat. Yeah, I'm okay with keeping him as as our backup outfielder. Maybe we shrink by a pitcher to get to that point. That may be what we do. Let's move Ohtani in to be a high leverage guy. All right, so we got more points. We're gonna rip more packs. This is longer than I was expecting to go. But hey, I'm streaming till 4 o'clock. We got plenty of time. Onward! Oh, come on! I am deceased! I have moved on! I have found Nirvana! The Flying Dutchman, Bert Blyleven, is joining the rotation. Well. I was not expecting that. Hey, Gabagoo? No. Oh, careful there. No. Do not impugn my honor, good sir. Gold card inbound, Alejandro Pena. See what this... okay, this could join the rotation. That could definitely join the rotation. Hey, I'm trying not to hog it all. There was enough for Gorgo and me. I guess Gorgo was saving his for me to have. Because, wow, that's a trio of perfectos. Hosmer, bronze card, okay. Hey, maybe I'll inch... Oh, another gold inbound. Johnny... What? Milgis, okay. Racking up the gold starters. One thing I do wonder is how many of these high movement pitchers are changing the meta around. Because usually movement is, the de facto be-all, end-all stat. But all the gold cards and... or all the diamond and perfect cards seem to have middling movement and higher stuff. I'm wondering if there's a change in a glitch in the matrix there. Dave Gumpert. Grumpy Old Brian, thank you for the follow. Dick Lundy also joining from the Negro League Stars collection. All right, so you're noticing that high movement doesn't seem to do too much. I wonder if they nerfed it in Perfect Team 23. Where's your kidneys when we need him? Josh Bell joining as a silver. Oh, come on. Oscar Levis of the Negro League Stars, currently playing on the British Brett Enson's team, because he is from Jamaica. Garrett Cole, wow, that is a very impressive sell order there. Cole probably moves to the bullpen. I think he joins the bullpen. Brian Fisher coming over for... Wow, that is a really good closer card. Okay, that'll play. We've got a lot of cards to adjust our team with. We're just zooming through the last of these. Okay. So, that'll finish off the Cleveland Live 20. I'm okay locking in Miles Straw because he's freaking amazing. And Dan Heron. So, of the duplicates, let's do some quick selling here. I try not to play the market too much. I'm a packs only team. What do I need for points? Let's do some sales while we wait for the countdown timer to kick over to the next sim. I am single-handedly ruining the market for so many of these cards. Below 100 points, I tend not to do orders in the shop. Won't take too long. It's a bear market out there. Sell, sell, sell. Sorry. Bull market? I don't know my animal spirits. Alright, and David Peralta. Alright, rest of these. Quick sale. One more pack won't hurt, right? Actually, you know what? Since we got Blyleven, I hate to do this. I was so excited to get him. We're going to sell Otani, and we're going to bring Blyleven into that spot. Haynes to the bullpen. Blyleven. Joining the rotation. Yes, Cito, you gotta get your your buy order's done before the Saturday Starlight, because I will scunge the market for you. All right, let's see. Are we going to be able to get... Hey, former Blue Jay Rowdy Tellez. Nice to see. Right, that's one of the ones that's so hard to come by. A Brewer Silver. Ooh. Oh, that was good. Oh, gold card inbound. Former Oryx Buffalo, or future Oryx Buffalo, Stephen Kwan. Rupert Jones may be on his way out for this club. We may bring Kwan in. Gold card inbound, Justin Verlander. Like the live mission from last time, probably going to be helping out in the bullpen more than anywhere else. Triple gold streak, it's Pete Alonso. New York Mets. Cannonball Jackman of the Negro League Stars. Okay. Gold card inbound, Jake Miller. For the Clevelanders. So many good historical gold pitchers have been released so far. I had another Woody Held. Okay, who wants this one? 2,000 going on to the auction house. Trust me, Woody Held is worth your money. Oh no. The packs are so spicy right now. Reynolds might play with the club. Future Legend, Orelvis Martinez. Second Future Legend card we picked up on the packs only team. Oh, for Pete's sake. I mean, this is why you buy packs, folks. This is why the drops are generating so much excitement. This is why we have 131 viewers right now. This is one of the highest view counts we've had, so time is precious. Thank you for spending some of yours with me today. As we draw a gold Nick Castellanos and our third Future Legend, Luis Campusano. I do wonder if we're getting close to the Bilderbrooks gold mission at this point. Oh my goodness, what a run. I have no idea what this team's going to look like when we're done. Baltimore. Check it in. Do I really want to lock Brian Reynolds? No, I think I'm going to wait on checking in Dave Parker until I know for certain. Let's hold off on that one. Yeah, rub my stream. Rub the follow button for good luck. No. Okay, so does Hayes? Ooh, that's a good advice. EVC. So let's flip him. You know what that means? 4 more packs. Did I accidentally put a sell order up for him? Yes, I did. Okay, let's cancel that. I wanted the quick sell. Oh, hey, someone already bought the Woody Held. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Brian Reynolds, sell card, goodbye. So we have to do like a complete team teardown at this point. My goodness. Alright, yeah, we're not locking in Cabrian either. I like how it's just Brooks Robinson. We're still at 25 points on this one, though. Nunez does help, but gonna take a while to unlock Brooksy there. I've been looking on Future Legends. We're getting there. Okay, I can make that work. Hey! Sounds good, Woody, EVC and NYC. Thank you for acquiring Woody. Alright. 6 packs. Excuse me a moment. A rip this good, a rip session this good deserves a beverage. I will be right back. Today's broadcast is powered by Amsterdam Brewery. Amsterdam, good beer. How am I supposed to go to bed after that? Whew. Luis Alaya, interesting. Ayala? Ayala, okay. Waiting on the mission cards. Good idea, EVC and NYC. Alright. I think I squeezed out all the good luck. And we didn't get another Pittsburgher. No, we did! Okay! So I can lock in the Pittsburgh mission and still keep Brian Hayes open. Today's beer selection is Neon Haze, their hazy IPA. Because it's a hazy kind of day, ha ha ha. So Blyleven comes in, maybe hangs around too long. 10 strikeouts, 5 walks. Just pummel him, dude. Okay. Lock in. Oop. No, we're not locking in. We'll need to get another Pittsburgher. I'm glad you like it, Lud83. I got hooked on that New England IPAs a while ago, but I feel like they occasionally leave a weird aftertaste in your mouth or weird sensation, so I don't drink them too often. My primary is Hefeweizens, and this is Hefeweizen weather, let me tell you. So Grandel comes in and puts up a 500 batting average. I like it. Luke1111, thank you for the follow. Why is Marte on the club? I forgot we had Starling Marte on the club. He can leave. Why is he even a first baseman? What are we doing here? What? Alright. Rebuilding this team from scratch. We have half an hour. Let's figure it out. Anyone with an over 4 FIP is probably on the way out. So Justin Wilson, Ed Willett. I don't want to get rid of Lopez if I don't have to. All right, so Willett and Wilson. Well, let's do this properly. All starters, including the reserve. So, Blyleven, Lackey, Pena, keep Pablo, and let's keep Kamnitz. Kershaw and Cole are going to come in and help out with the bullpen. Okay, so... Patterlow, good as he is, let's send him down. Let's call up Pena. That looks like a solid rotation right there. All right, so Justin Wilson is the lowest. Yeah, so our two lowest rated cards, Willett and Wilson. Bound for parts unknown. Cole and Kershaw joins the bullpen. Why is Hunter Brown avoid high leverage? No. Brown's been fantastic. Cole, Kershaw. Not use Eduardo more often. Let's use Springs more often and move Brown in. Peaches Davis down. Now the question is, do we have other relievers who can come in and contribute? Oh yeah, Brian Fisher, of course. Of course. So Peaches heads down. Ryan Fisher gets the call up. Okay, that I can work with. That looks like a really good bullpen. So we can agree, the pitching looks ridiculously good. Now, I will deal with the duplicates. Wow, why is this guy moving so much? Surprise! Someone's getting him cheap. Oh, this one's got a buy order of 95. Yeah, let's do that. I think that may be something fun now. If you get your buy orders in, I may drop a little surprise in to help you out on your missions, because that buys me more packs to help me with mine. Like getting Hobie Milner, one of the Silver Brewers. Ooh. Mmm. Tasty. Okay, so let's see. Catchers. Alright, so both Clapp and Langoliers have been playing like Plonk. Defensively... Langoliers should be good, but he just... Sub-War, I can't right now. So going Grandal and then Campusano? Yeah, let's give that a try. So Clap down. Campusano, let's give him a shot. Neil Walker is our first baseman. Absolutely Hundo Pacento. Woody held as our shortstop, or as our second baseman. Holliker as our shortstop. I'm okay with like having... why are the Brewers Silver so high, Wolfie? I think it has to do with supply and demand. So, because at the initial outset of the game, Silver packs were not available. It was either Standard, Gold, or Historical. Or Standard, Gold, or Perfect, I think. Diamond, one of the expensive ones. Silver packs weren't available, and thus there were fewer guaranteed silvers getting into the ecosystem, thus fewer live silvers out there in the wild. As a result, in order to complete the live missions, you need a lot of silvers, and the Brewers, simply not enough out in the ecosystem. That happened last year early in the PT22 cycle with the Cleveland Club. I remember it was one of their relievers and both their catchers, Perez and Hedges, that were just insanely priced. The Brewers require nearly every single card. That is also important to note. Alright, so let's look at our first base situation. I mean, Can has an interesting card, but we've been doing so well with Neil Walker. Contact, Gapper, avoid Ks. I mean, the alternative is we swap him for someone like Dick Lundy. Or we try and trade up Jose Altuve. All of his 5'6" frame at first base. I think I'll pass on that. This is so dumb. Guys, are we actually going to stick with Neil Walker at first? 136 weighted runs created plus, 3.4 wins above replacement, 31 bombs with a 72 power rating. We may actually keep Neil Walker as our first baseman. Alright, Tyler Wade as a utility infielder I can get behind. But I also want to make sure we still get Jose Altuve some reps as a decent batter option. Interesting card here in Elmer Flick with that ridiculous 100 BABIP. Oh, that's fair at EVC and NYC. You always have to count on that live update. We got Held as our starter. Question is, who's better between Altuve and Albies? Altuve's got the better avoid K. I seems pretty much the same. Oh, alright, so Albies does have the better second base play, but I just don't know. Or do we go with someone like Elmer Flick with that ridiculous BABIP and gap power? No, he's even worse at second. We had Cookie Rojas in that spot for a while, but he was just atrocious this season. But let's keep Altuve as the backup second baseman. That's fair, EVC and NYC. Sell the Silver Brewers now, but it's a packs-only team. Like, what am I going to do with the PP? Buy more packs, right? So, anyways. Still got 17 minutes before we head back to the... Or fewer before we head back to the Bay Stars. So, looking at third baseman... Between Ke'Bryan Hayes and Brooks, who admittedly is in a bit of a schneid right now, but... I just don't know. Brooks does have the better avoid Ks. BABIP and gap and home run power are better. Eye's better on Hayes. Range is better, arm isn't. I think we stick with Bilderbrooks. We leave Ke'Bryan Hayes on the shelf. I know, you want better... We all want better live cards, but not happening just yet. And we got Holliker at our shortstop position, which is perfect. So maybe it's Tyler Wade we swap in for Chris Taylor, CT3. Better stats that matter. Better defensively on the infield. Yeah, I think that's our play. So, Chris Taylor down. Tyler Wade called up. Center field, we've already got Miles Straw, so he's not leaving that spot. He's been doing phenomenally. Right field, we've got Patsy Donovan and Roger Maris, so shrug. Left field. Because, I mean, Patsy could play left. Actually, that might be the play. Let's get Maris into the outfield. As good as Ruppert has been, he's basically a backup outfielder. Marte heads out. That gives us an opportunity to bring in another batter. Someone like a Mark Canha, maybe? Now we have an opportunity to actually bring in like a proper DH, too. Or is it Stephen Kwan instead of Marte? Patsy to left. He finishes training up there. I mean, Ruppert is good. You know what? I like Kwan's batting profile. Let's give him a shot. 2 backup outfielders. Walker as our primary second baseman, our first baseman. I'm laughing for real right now. Jose Altuve as a backup first baseman. The Atomic Ant at first. Ridiculous. Oh, I didn't send down Ruppert Jones. Oops. Okay. That's fine. That'll work, actually. Okay, so, Straw absolutely needs to be in the leadoff spot. Then Patsy. Then we go with the OPS leader, Maris, Walker, Ruppert, Woody, Polliker, Brooks. And then, yeah, Brooks can be our wraparound backup. Actually, do we move Straw or Donovan to be the second leadoff man? Yeah, let's do that. Let's employ that second leadoff man approach. Miles Straw's going to be batting 9th. I hope he doesn't mind too much. Then versus lefties. Versus lefties, Maris, I have decided to let ride the pines for now. Yeah, actually, let's force bench Ruppert Jones. Lefties. That'll draw Kwan in. Kwan any better against lefties? He'll manage. Either that or we take Maris off of force bench. Because Maris is still doing well against lefties, even though he's not as good as he is against righties. So if we go... No. Do not like. Donovan to left. Juan. Juve down there. Walker over there. Okay, that looks better. That looks good. So, leading off will be Straw as per usual. Polliker, Maris, Juve, Patsy, Neil, Woody, Ismani, and Brooks. Okay, I think that's how the team's gonna be. And FYI, our raid after this will be going to DishNet34. He continues to be playing the latest in the Great Ace Attorney series, and he voice acts. So, I really do like his work on that game. So, Actually, there's other players who are doing Out of the Park Baseball 23 right now. Casey Stengel Sr. seems to be playing some games. Padres at Blue Jays. World Series. That sounds fun. Especially for a Toronto-based guy like me. Also, King Hark is playing the Tampa Bay Rays, so we may read into them. We'll see. For now, let's get through spring training and then get to our first game of the 2023. All right, we're back. We're here. We are going to do the usual and just skip to the open dates, and that's when we do our cuts. My cat is back at the desk. Upsie. Ooh, injury bug right out the chute. Ouch. Just get it. This is just training for everything, one to figure everything out. And then we'll swoop in and see if we can pick up any El Cheapo contracts just before the season starts. Sho Nakata with 3 home runs already. Love it. Yes. Hopefully all of you have some solid weekend plans lined up. After this is done, I'm going to sit out on the balcony of my apartment with my beer and watch the world go by. Alright, Nobuhiro Matsuda is going to be getting a chance to extend his career. I don't know why we would ever have a versus DH option. We can't actually play against DHs until we hit the World Japan Series. And let's also not forget, we do have 2 rules in place, 2 house rules in place. The Kozono rule that says that we can't trade away any player that we have traded for. Have to either release him or let him walk in free agent. And we also have the Bork rule that says if we are in a playoff spot, or looking like we're in the playoff spot at the trade deadline, we have to acquire the longest tenured player who has not won a Japan Series yet. Okay, so Wilmer Font was an expensive oopsie. Whatever, I just have to make sure I don't trip his vesting option. Send down any free one with a red number. So Yuya Sakamoto might actually make it to the big club after all. 4 lefties in the rotation. At least Font is happy. $3.8 million oops. Alright. So Yamase is going to be a part of this team. Sho with like 3 home runs on the season so far, yes. We should actually force start him at 3rd. We get some more education at the hot corner. Who else are we sending down? We have too many third basemen now. Crud. Yeah, let's send down Chino. He's still young. Rainia's been hanging around, plus he's flexible. He can play multiple spots. Kawasaki, let's send him down. Ito. Hashi is still too young to actually contribute to the team. Okumura might stick with the big club. Alright, I feel like that's a good quantity of adjustments. We're gonna have some tough cuts to make with this club. Let's move ahead to the 21st. No one's surprised. The Tigers are bad. Twitchy McTroll, thank you for the follow, although your name is slightly concerning. All the Spirit are leading the Pacific League in spring training for what it's worth. Preseason predictions. Let's see what people think. Thank you for the warning. Alright, so as expected, the Comets and Spirit are going to be trash. They're calling for the Fighters to win the pennant by a yard. Wow. Gritty78, thank you for the follow. They're calling for us to make the playoffs. Hey! I will take that. Mostly by being an absolute arm barn between Imanaga, Onuki, Taira. Minor league option? Sure. Yuki Nishi to the Hawks. Of course he went to the Hawks. Yohei to the Swallows on a one-year deal. Akira Nakamura got paid how much? Wow! Speaking of the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, make sure you tune in to the live stream that's going on this evening on the Pacific League YouTube channel between the Chiba Lotte Marines and the SoftBank Hawks. Link in the chat. Alright. So, Kondo, Irie, Issei, Kamichitani are all heading down. I think this is our bullpen to start the season. Seems pretty good. Of course, if Font is in the bullpen, he won't hit his vesting option, in which case that's $3.8 million we've saved. Akata's picking up third pretty quick, but also his batting average has deeply declined. So let's turn off the forced start there. Set him back to being a first base option. Alright, so Naka has done well. Shugomaki has not. That's concerning. But we're going to send... we'll see about who we send down. Matsuda has done okay. But defensively as a third baseman, I can't put him there. Yeah, you know what? We're going to release Matsuda. Spring training invite. Good try. Enjoy retirement. Mune is going to stay with the big club. 810 OPS. Kosuke Tanaka. I think we have to send him down. He has not performed as expected. Urania hasn't either, so you know what? We may force start Mune into the third base position. Let's give him a shot. And he is splitsy, so we'll be able to do 4 start at third, but bench versus lefties. That means Estami Urania is going to be seeing some playtime. Perfect. At short, it's Mori. It's his time. And we'll keep Hirosawa around as a backup infielder. Now the backlog that we have in the outfield. Kamizato has played like trash, but his range has gone up to 70. Podorski's played fantastically. Sobata has been May send Iso down. Especially since Okumura has done well. Taishi Ota has not, so let's try this. Let's send Ota, Isobata down. Let's move Kamizato to right, because he does have that arm. Okumura in left. That'll get Podorski starting in left, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with 65 range and up across all 3 infield or outfield positions. We'll have Okumura and Hosokawa as our backup outfielders. Kusumoto's not going to get any starts. Probably send him down. Okay, I think that's our let's do some fun here. Force start Shunta at second, but not against lefties. So Shunta plays... Okay, I think that's going to be our lineup. I think that's it. I act like I know what I'm doing. And after I make all these changes, we lose 3 in a row. Alright, we finish spring training in second. I will take that. We're at 29 players on the nose, which is exactly how many we need to make the setup. Alright, so Mune fell off. But I'm willing to give him a shot as our third baseman. At least for a little while. Let's turn off force start. We got Urania, we got Nakata, who, to his credit, turned it around towards the end. I mean, I still wouldn't put Showtime in against righties, but against lefties, yeah, I think he plays. All right, we are going to play opening day at the Vantalen Dome against the Chunichi Dragons. I think that will bring us to the close of today's stream session. Just waiting patiently to see if we've gotten better or worse. 500 ball, okay. Haruto Kawasaki joins the minor league team. Tanaka sits 6 on our top prospect ranking. Also got Kozuno there. Okay. New preseason predictions are calling for a tie for the pennant between the Fighters and the Eagles, with the Lions right behind them, the Hawks in shouting distance. Wow. That could be interesting. And we are projected to finish 5th. Takanashi's open. I might take him on. Okay. Oop, Yamase needs to be put on the... needs to be activated. Welcome to the Bigs, kid. Our top 100 prospect made it. So it's time for the intro. Not the full one. Play this. Time for the opening hymn. And the Dragons are going to be an interesting club because they have a bunch of guys who are on the up and coming. Oh, and we're facing their left-handed ace, Yudai Ono. All right. Get underway here. Podorsky high and deep to left. Did he get enough? There we go. Welcome to NPB, Robbie Podorsky. Bay Stars lead early, 1-0. Cannonading drive. Heitomori will reach on an error. All right, so far so good. Let's take a pitch and see if he's going to check in. Mori, try for the steal. In there safe, and oh, you can hear the circus music already. Squeeze bunt is on for Shugomaki. Bunted up the third base side. Sacrifice play. Mori will score. 2-0 Bay Stars. Well, second pitch of the game, but point made. Sano lofts this to center. Okabayashi hauls it in. And I've had my eye on Yuki Okabayashi as well as a potential get for the team. Here's Kubahara.
Strike 3.
Down on strikes, but we're ahead by 2. Lefty versus lefty matchup. That's drilled into the left center gap. On it quickly is Podorsky. The leadoff double for Yuki Okabayashi. That'll bring up Wataru Takamatsu, the second baseman. 0-2 count. Drill to center field. Wahara reaches up. Runner advances. And I'll bring up Ariel Martinez, dangerous player, catcher, first baseman, counter type. So with Okabayashi at third, we are probably going to pitch around Martinez and see if we can't get use a walk, or we're just going to have a pass ball. Never mind.
Strike 3.
Guys, I need you to, like, meet me halfway here. Podorski with a diving stop, bouncing off the turf there. So Dave Carson Edwards, you missed maybe the greatest Perfect Team 23 rip session I have ever had in this game. We also made some interesting signings during the offseason. This is opening day 2023. I briefly forget what year it is. Sestami Urania
Strike 3.
strikes out looking. Ono is dialed in now. Inei will ground out to Takamatsu. That'll bring up Alec Keller, new acquisition for the Dragons. One-two count from Imanaga. Drilled into right field, but right there is Kamisato. Popped up on the infield. Urania calls off Mori. Not sure which language that was in, but worked. Yota Kyoda. Good shortstop defensively. Not any other definition of the term. Fly ball to right. Diving play and dropped by Kuwahara. That'll be a two-base error charged to him. That'll bring up Kenta Bright, the right fielder. Born in Japan, so not a foreign player. 0-2 count. Called strike 3. Here's Imanaga leading off the top of the third. Pitcher spot, Central League. What are you going to do? Gives it a good right to center. Okabayashi makes that play every day.
Strike 3.
You're off the case, Podorski! 5 strikeouts for Yudai Ono, whom we get to attack here. Don't walk the pitcher. Why did you walk the pitcher? Don't walk the pitcher. All right, that's out of the reach of Keito Mori. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Dragons threatening here. Something on the ground, please. Sacrifice bunt, and Imanaga rushes the throw. That's going to get into foul territory, then we're tied up. Absolute circus music right now. Yeah, let's get Hamaguchi warmed up instead of Ira. I know you say you feel good, but I'm not seeing the results. Mile high, and Minei's going to haul that one in. All right, double play depth. Okay, let's weak shift right and shift outfield to the right. Something on the ground, please. All right, fly ball into right. Kamizato's there. They do not run. Can we wriggle out of the mess? No, that's going to fall in front of Kuwahara. Everyone moves up 90 feet. 2 runs will score. Dragons ahead 4-2. Little number in front of the mound. And Minei boots it. 5 errors in the game so far. I can't even be mad. Like, what are we doing here? Thank you. You know what? Sit down, Hamaguchi. We'll roll with Imanaga for a couple more innings. Sano's going to scorch this one to the left center gap, but that's going to hang up long enough for Keller to get it.
Strike 3.
6Ks for Ono. Pitch to contact against the pitcher, how about? That was an absolute dog's breakfast of a third inning. We never do that again, please. Line to the left field corner. Podorski's on it. One out double for Okabayashi. Takamatsu will ground out to Tanaka. Pitch around Martinez here. Rather deal with Shuhei. Comes around to bite me. RBI, 5-2. Thank you. Oy, oy, oy. So the errors so far this game, Kamizato, Minei, and Imanaga, Takamatsu, and Kinoshita.
Strike 3.
I think we pissed off Ono. And there's the third error of the game for the Dragons. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Minei, deep drive to right field. Did he get enough? No. Deep enough for Urania to tag up, though. I guess Imanaga's swinging here. Now let's get Hamaguchi warmed up. Bottom of the fifth here at the Vantolin Dome, Nagoya. Imanaga just does not have it today. Pitch to contact, get a double play ball. Ooh, Minei guns down the runner. I guess maybe catcher arm is more valuable now. And to Bright coming up.
Strike 3.
All right, so Imanaga starting to find his form at 87 pitches. Hamaguchi is going to be coming in. Officer Podorski, strike, grounds out to the shortstop. Up the middle, Keito Mori, first NPB hit. No error here. Let's take a couple feints here. Let's take a couple pitches. Now try and steal. Oh. All right. Sano with a chance to to get us back in this one. All right. 3-6, no 3. Cool. Kuwahara's going to line it right to the third baseman, Shuhei Takahashi. Alrighty then. All right, Kamizato narrowly avoiding injury there. Fun times. Drill to center field. Kuwahara and Podorski converge. Kobayashi not getting a perfect day yet. 4-pitch walk to Takamatsu. All right, I guess we will pitch to Ariel Martinez here. And Hamaguchi is injured. All right, we only need him for one pitch. One pitch or a batter. Let's go with let's get Ikeda in there. At least you can bat somewhat. Stem the bleeding. That will end the day for Yudai Ono, Toshiya Okada coming out of the Dragon's bullpen. We have had like nothing so far this game after the first inning. Okay. Into the shift, Tanaka says thank you. Bottom of the seventh here, 5-2 Dragons on opening day. A bunch of blunders have been the reason why we are behind. Imanaga gave up 5 runs, only one of them earned. All right, pitcher spot is up for the the Dragons. We're gonna get Wilmer Font warmed up. We are gonna pinch hit here. Kata is going to be staring down. Showtime? Yeah, we're gonna go with Showtime here.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Splendid. Dorsky to center field. Bayashi barely has to move. Tomori lined into left field. All right, 2 hits so far on the day for the kid. I'll bring out Kento Fujishima from the Dragons bullpen. Come on, Shugo. Inside outed into left. That drops. Wow. Okay. Tying run at the plate. It's Captain Keita. Kenta Bright. No selling that one. Okay. Interesting animation there. Hadn't seen that one before. 1-2. Drill to left field, but that will hang up too long. Keller hauls it in. Bottom of the 8th we go. Wilmer Font will come in to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Pinch hitting for the Dragons, Yoshio Itoi. Now pinch hitting Akira Neo, who, by the way, just turned up as a two-way guy in the Dragons' most recent game. So, interesting development for the kid. Junta's on it quick. 2 down. Okabayashi has been a menace. 4 for 5 day for the speedy center fielder. That is laced into the left field corner. Podorski's on it quick. Airmails the throw, and it's now 6-2 Dragons. Okay. We're a grand slam away. Shinji Tajima coming out of the Dragons bullpen.
Strike 3.
4 hits so far. Come on, Arania. Something? Nope. Well, that was a bit of a duck fart. Bah. as we get into April 1st. Whole bunch of minuses. Do not like that. Interestingly enough, Urania's infield range went up. Maybe he plays at second instead of third? That may be an option. No such thing as a bad minor league deal. There we go. Alright, so good news is we managed to win game 2 in extras. Bad news is we lost Pintado Taira for a week. Good news is that's why we have Wilmer Font on staff. Yoshikawa is going to get the call up. Can we at least win the series? No, we get pummeled 17-9. What the hell happened there? Yamasaki allows 6 earned runs without recording an out. Enjoy your infinity ERA there, YY. So the question becomes, what is this team? Are we going to stick to the plan? Alright, so we did get Yuhei Takanashi. Always helps to have some extra help in the bullpen. Bendan Yoshikawa. Takanashi will join the bullpen right out the chute. And that's about where we're going to stop for now. I don't know what we're doing with this team, to be honest, but it's going to be fun to see what it turns into. This Wednesday, we are going to continue working on Wario World on the Warioology on Wednesday series. The next Saturday, Starlight will be next Saturday. I may do a stream on Monday. I'm not sure. We'll see how the weekend unfolds. To my fellow Canadians, enjoy the rest of your Victoria Day long weekend. For the Americans, enjoy the camo in MLB because it's Armed Forces Day on Monday, and that's why they decided to start selling or wearing camo uniforms this weekend. Silly, I know. And I will catch you on the flip side. Time is precious. Thank you for spending some of yours with me. Firage, take us out.